forward to seeing moms, seeing my broski as well too, and my stepdad. It's always good coming out here. The only thing I don't miss is the cold. It was like 80 degrees in LA yesterday, so almost kind of like the same thing when I was in Kansas. That's the only thing I don't miss, but other than that, I'm looking forward to spending quality time, just kicking back. It's been busy the past couple of weeks for me in LA, like super busy, so it's good to kind of have a couple of days just to chill out a bit. But yeah, ready to get into the holiday groove, holiday spirit. That's good. Let's rock. Today, heading to one of my favorite places, Bojangles, amazing chicken, amazing, it was the Bo-Berry biscuits, crazy. Heading out there today to get some grub as well too, so I always look forward to that. Got the whole gang together. Great trip. Always good to spend time with family. But I got early flight tomorrow, 6 a.m., so I'm gonna catch the Uber, I think around like 4 to get to the airport in time, and then it's back to LA. See you when I get back to LA. All right, just made it back. Straight from LAX. Blessed. Happy to be home. But yeah, now that I finished unpacking, I actually have to go pick up my new car, a Tesla delivery center. It's like in Montebello somewhere in the suburbs. So I have to go out there today, this afternoon. So I'm about to actually head there now so I can pick up the delivery. But yeah, man, definitely a blessing. Always good to come into the new year with new blessings. So I'm gonna head out there now. Crazy. All right, just left the delivery center. Thank you. Shout out Tesla. This is probably like the smoothest process that I've had. You really don't have to deal with too many middlemen. Like everything is just automated in the system. And yeah, shout out Tesla, man. So yeah, big thing coming into the new year. So always blessed, always grateful, man. Step back and take stock of all the blessings that you continually receive. So it's never any kind of room to be arrogant or not grateful. You know what I mean? So I think this is just one of those moments for me, just little things, man. So, I know it's not everything, but, little things mean a lot. So it's definitely a blessing, man. But yeah, been traveling all day. So it's the end of the day here. So I'm about to head back into the city, make some errands, run some errands before the holiday. New Year's is cranking up tomorrow. So kind of don't want to be out in that madness. 2026, starting off correct. Pretty good. Yo, I just found out like how much sugar is in those Erewhon smoothies. It's like crazy, something like 50 grams plus, like something crazy like that. Yeah, that might have to be a cheat meal move, because 50 grams, anything over 50 grams is insane. It's crazy. Yo, this week been crazy. Weather been so nice. Second week of the new year, but it's crazy. I felt like something was trying to jump on me yesterday. I woke up and my throat was like a little bit scratchy. I was like, oh no, can't have this. Not when it's 80 degrees out, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to workouts, I still got up this morning, ran 5 miles, you know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't feel necessarily the best, but I think sometimes that's when you have like the best workouts is, when you don't feel your best, when you don't feel up for it necessarily, and then you find that push yourself that little extra measure, even though you don't feel the best, still show up, still make it happen. Even if you can't give your 100%, at least give something, so that's kind of a motto that I always live by. But yeah, I'll bounce back, be ready for this weekend. But it's good, man. Can't complain. Like I said, the weather's just been amazing. Everybody's out, so the traffic sucks. But other than that, it's been amazing. All right. So I've been playing with this Suno all day, the AI music creator. I haven't messed with it before. This is my first time actually playing with it. I heard Diplo the other week. He was talking about how he's been integrating it into his workflow. So I was like, all right, let me see what this is about. So I actually took some time today. So a song that I was working on earlier this week, I just took the lyrics from it and I put it into the Suno. I really didn't give a descriptive prompt. I just wanted to see kind of what direction it took it in, so I didn't give it any idea for the melody phrasing of the lyrics. It just had the lyrics, and yeah, this is what it spit out.
Your hair in the wind and it's blowing back. Ain't nobody built like you, girl, and I'm loving that. Just tell me when you're ready, we can do the real thing. We can do the real thing. We can do the real thing.
All right, yeah, that's crazy for something that took a minute and a half for them to cook it up. It took a minute and a half for them. They gave me 3 or 4 different versions, I think, and this was the strongest one out of them. But for a limited prompt, not that much, description, for it to come up with that kind of melody phrasing is crazy. I don't know, man. Wild times. From my personal standpoint, I don't know how much I would integrate this into my workflow. Because I don't know, it's still kind of weird to me in terms of just putting in a prompt and having, it just spit it out, so quick. I think music creation at a certain point is going to be all creation, whether it's visuals, music, whatever it is, it's going to be a hybrid approach. So I think that's part that I'm kind of looking forward to, not having to line up MIDI notes or vocal stacks and all that, getting all that out of the way. I think that'll be cool. Just from a actual writing and creating standpoint, I still think there's still going to be a premium on someone able to create and write from their own viewpoint, opinions, experiences, whether it's the stuff you're going through with the girl that you're dating or stuff that you may be going through with your family or friends, being able to pull from that and people knowing that you're pulling from that, and they can decode your lyrics and break down and be or you could do that yourself as the artist or the creator and be oh, when I said this line, I'm actually speaking about, what happened with Shorty when we was at such and such and such, you know what I'm saying? I think stuff like that is still going to be, there's going to be a premium and a high demand for that. So as all creation just kind of moves into that hybrid kind of space, I still think there's going to be a space for having that traditional approach to writing and so forth. But outside of that, yeah, I think it's definitely, we're definitely moving into the era of the democratization of creativity, where you don't necessarily the stuff that we had to learn, Pro Tools, music theory when we were in school, and all that stuff. I just don't think that's, not saying that, I mean, it's still always going to be helpful, but it's not going to be necessary now. If somebody just has the taste and has a good ear, they're going to be able to pump out joints. But like I said, I think the differentiator is going to be when you are still able to create from that space of your actual experience or your actual opinions or your actual viewpoint on things. I think that that's still going to be a premium on that. So I can only imagine what this is going to look like in 2028, 2029. It's going to be crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of the major DAWs, whether it's Ableton, Pro Tools, Luna, if they all start integrating this type of AI into their software systems. So yeah, it's crazy, man, but it's exciting. It's a little bit scary, at the same time as well too, but some things will never change. And I think, like I said, having that human experience and the creative that you are putting out to the world is that there's always going to be a demand for that. So I don't think that that's ever, going anywhere. If anything, like I said, I think the demand for that will continue to go up. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. All right. Just finished up at Kith Malibu. Came out to Malibu, catch a vibe today. It was crazy. It was like 83 degrees today. It was perfect. So it's too perfect not to come to the coast. So just skated up. PCH, man, it's nothing like it. 80 degrees, bumping that Sade. You know what I'm saying? Just a vibe, but it was good, man. But yeah, it's cool out here. I haven't been to Malibu since like COVID, so it's been a minute since I've been out here, so it was good to get out, especially since all the fires last year as well too, so a lot of this stuff was closed, so it was good to see the community kind of bouncing back, bumping back. You know what I'm saying? Kith Malibu's cool. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was, but the building is designed pretty dope, man, pretty nice. I like the aesthetic. Ronnie and them always do a good job, so it was a good vibe. And Kid Treats always hits. I don't care where you are. It's always a hit. Oh yeah, I've had this car for maybe 3 weeks now, and I still haven't tried the self-driving, so I'm about to check out the self-driving right now. I haven't until March, so I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. Gotta put in the destination. That's crazy.
In 500 feet, turn left onto West 3rd Street.
That is crazy. This is like a real narrow street. This is dope. So I can tell what the other drivers are doing at the moment. That's crazy.
Now turn left onto West 3rd Street.
Man, they handled the left turn. That's crazy. Wow. You just navigated. Somebody was parallel parking on the right-hand side. It just narrowed by them. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. just got back. Had to go to the Apple store to pick up the new phone. But yeah, it's crazy. I was thinking about it when I was on the way over there, and I was like, man, I've been by the Grove, like, cause I run over there usually training, but I haven't been like in the Grove, I think since like last year, sometime maybe since like last summer. So it was crazy just kind of like walking through there, and then it kind of hit me. I was like, man, yeah, I haven't been here in a minute. So yeah, it was crazy. And it was like stupid packed too. I mean, I know it's, shout out to the Apple store. They always do a good job. I feel for them guys, man, because I feel like a lot of those guys, the whole day, they're just like explaining how iPhones work to grandmothers, you know what I'm saying? And that's needed. We definitely need that. So I give props to all those guys. Supposed to train with George and them tomorrow. I think it's like 7:30 in the morning out in Venice. So I'm gonna head out there. Hopefully the weather is as pleasant tomorrow as it is today. That's the next stop. All right. Just got finished before 7, cadence run, pretty good. Quick 10, and like I said, G and everybody at Represent, they always take care of everybody, man. So again, shout out to G. Shout out to the Represent crew. Shout out to Ross at Cadence. It's, definitely a good vibe, man, but it's good. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, so I'm probably gonna run some errands and then probably take it back to the crib. Yeah, but good run, man. Always blessed to be able to move, you know what I'm saying, and be able to have the opportunity to run. That's always a blessing. I never take that for granted, because there's a lot of people that, can't do that. So if you are in a position to do that, you are in a position to work out, you are in a position to train. Even on the days that you don't feel like doing it, the fact that you can do it, that's a blessing in itself. So never take that for granted, because you don't appreciate it until you can't do it, you know what I'm saying? And then you realize how much of a blessing that it actually is, that you can get up, that you can move, really get after it. So never take that for granted. Oh yeah, shout out to the guys at Boulevard Coffee. Good guys, I just met them. So that melonberry matcha and mango, woo, really good, really good. So yeah, shout out to those guys too. So if you in LA, check them out. That's crazy, man. Thank you, brother. All right, man. It is... Today is February 22nd. Crazy. This year been going by pretty good, man. Super busy, but definitely blessed. Yeah, man, just taking it, one day at a time, just really staying locked in and just really being, stringent about creatively, getting my POV across, my aesthetic, just making sure that I'm staying consistent with that, just from like a repetition standpoint, just really just dialing that in. It's easy to overthink, creative. You just get stuck like in a rut a little bit of just like overthinking, and it's like you're picking every little thing apart, and then it just kind of leaves you just in like a static place. I feel like I know it when I see it, and I know it when I hear it, so it's less thinking and it's more doing, and I think that's a beautiful place to be in, when you can get to that place where it's less thinking and more doing, especially while you're creating and while you're, trying to flesh out your idea, that you're just doing it, and then, you'll figure out the nitty gritty of it later. But the most important thing is, at least for me, is like just getting that download and getting it out, whatever way that needs to come out. So whether that's in a visual, musically, films, or you're acting, or whatever that is like just making sure that whatever that original inspiration is, or that lightning strike moment is, that you don't sleep on that you just, try to get it out as best as possible, and then, you can figure out, like I said, the nitty gritty and the little details later, but just being honest with whatever it is that you're feeling and whatever it is that is inspiring you or striking you at that moment, and not, letting your ego kind of compete with it and be like, oh, well, maybe, they won't like this, or maybe it'll be misunderstood or whatnot like that. It's like, you can't just to stay honest to it in that moment. Honor that moment of whatever that is that you're feeling, that you're inspired by, and then just letting it fly. And then afterwards, you can kind of figure out, where to specifically place things, or whether it is a good idea or whether it's not a good idea. But the most important thing is just getting it out. And I feel like the more that you do that, then the more that continues to flow. And it's just like, it just becomes a consistent process. So you already kind of know what it is. So that stops you from the overthinking. Oh, this sounds dope, or I saw this and this looks dope. This looks crazy. Or what if we did this, combine this with this, and then put this with that, and then just honoring that. So yeah, so it's been fun, man. So, putting this project together. West, I have this avenue, as you all know, music or anything creative is like very cathartic. So family issues or relationship issues or just life issues, like the fact that you can create a story around that, share that, and have that in common, with other people is a blessed thing. So like I said, hopefully it'll be out before the summertime, which I believe it will be. So I'm gonna try my hardest to have it out. Anybody else that's creating as well too, whatever it is that you're working on, not overthinking it, and that you're, getting your ideas out and just letting it flow. Let the chips fly, man, and let them land wherever they land. But the most important thing is getting your ideas out and putting them out into the world, because, you do the world a disservice when you're not sharing your ideas and you're not sharing your creativity. Nobody profits or benefits off of that. Share your idea. Your idea might spark somebody else's idea that changes everything. So, you never know where you fit into the puzzle of the whole thing, but at least be a part of the puzzle. But I'm done here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do something. The weather's nice again. Definitely gonna get outside, get some sunshine. But yeah, I'll catch up with you. So yeah, that was Virgil's activation that they're doing for his foundation for the archive. Super dope. It was just with my homie Ray and with Ivan Jasper. Shout out to Ivan. We're just talking about Verge. So it's just crazy and dope to see, not only that the foundation is like staying active, but them doing these activations. And we were just saying how dope that is, that people are going to be able to get to experience, those activations. And I think that for as vital as Virgil was for a lot of people, including myself, and just in terms of inspiration and, just that constant innovation, I think it's good that that's being spread throughout the creative communities. So it was dope, man. So it's just, cool. They had the setup that they had, all the Max had all of his like projects on the hard drive on the Mac, so you could just go through and see kind of like all the lookbooks, see all the ideas as they were being, generated and, kind of really narrowed down. So I just thought that was really dope. And yeah, people were really just like clicked in, man. It was like people that were just sitting at the desk for like 45 minutes. Beautiful day, anything Virgil related. You can't help but be inspired after you experience it or read anything or visually see anything. If you live in Tokyo, Hong Kong, Chi-Town, make sure that you go check it out and experience it, because it is worth the trip. But yeah, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I don't know. I feel like I've been running since the morning time, so I'm probably about to chill for a little bit.